Welcome back to the channel. So today I figured I'd do a walk around on how I've wired up and set up my Garmin fish finder. I currently have the Garmin 7 SV, which is the side scan, and I'll show you just how I've gone and mounted the transducer and done my wiring, etc. for anyone that may be interested. Anyway, stick with me and let's get into it. Alright, so this is it set up. It's quite a big unit. So got the wiring obviously coming from the back and feeding its way through and coming down into the plate. And we've used a Yak Attack through kit, which is really handy. So I just drilled into that plate and obviously fed my wires through. This wire here is the Anderson plug. That's for the battery that I plug into for the electric motor. Right, so I'll stick to the subject and show you the Garmin fish finder. So obviously it's plugged in there. If you come over to the rear hatch, we've got the battery that powers everything. This is the FPV wiring harness, and this one here actually is like an isolator, so I can switch that on and off so it doesn't draw any battery while I'm not using it, which is handy. And then underneath there, I won't pull it out at the moment, but it's the FPV distribution board. So you just plug all of your powered devices in there and you get a remote control, and you can actually use the remote control to switch things on and off. Or you've also got two inlets, or outlets I should say, that have permanent power, which is what I'm using for the Garmin. So I'll close that up. I'll switch this guy on. So I chose this fish finder this time because it's got the side scan, and I figured because I fish estuaries mainly, this would be really handy just to see if there's any fish holding near the structures, etc. So I think that'll be really handy. I'm really looking forward to giving it a good go. I've only used it once so far. It'll be really good. Come around. So what's really handy about the NextGen 12 is the plate that you get to plug all your gear into. Previously I used to have to drill into my kayak, whereas now I just drill into the plate, and that makes it a lot more handier. So my power wires and transducer wires are literally all fed into here. If you come over to here, this here is a scuffer plug, where and underneath there is a transducer well. So that's my transducer wire coming up. I decided to feed it into this truck. I still have my my tray that goes in there, but I actually don't fasten it into the track. I just leave it so I can move it up and down freely, which is, yeah, working at the moment a treat. So the transducer wire comes in, goes into this Yak Attack through kit, and then comes back out of this one to come to the, to the unit along with its power source, etc. So I'll get underneath the kayak to show you the transducer well, where I've mounted the transducer. So I found myself upside down underneath this trailer. It's not the best position, but just giving you guys a visual of the transducer well. So it sits in here and screws into those brass inserts and just sits snugly. I actually decided to mount it this way because the transducer is not exposed on either side to the well. It's actually overlapping. So I've done it that way because I think it'll be best for when I'm side scanning, so it won't have any interference. So that means that I had to take the plates. There's usually a plate that sits in here and covers everything and keeps everything protected. Because I have a trailer, for me, I can get away with it because when I take this off the trailer, it's not going to hit this the way I've got my trailer, so it won't damage it. But anyone else that has to drag their kayak on the ground, this probably won't be the best solution unless they fix this to the plate, which is the one I've taken off here. But I'm going to give this a crack for the side scan and see how it works, and I'll give you guys some feedback as to how I go. Anyways, I'm going to get back off the ground and we'll get back into it. Rightio. So we'll quickly have a look at the fish finder. I put it on simulation mode so that you guys can have a bit of a squizzy as to what it looks like. I'm going to try this one here that's got the clear view. It's got traditional and side scan. So I just hit that in simulation. And so this is kind of what you'd expect to see. So the good thing is right here is your clear view. So you'll literally see everything that's scanning down under the kayak. Here's your traditional view. And then you've got your side scan, which is everything to the left and right of the kayak. So I think that might be pretty sweet. I might stick to those views. Apart from that, you can go, I'll maneuver this up, and that's your side scan if you just wanted the side scan on. Or what most people like is the traditional because it tends to pick up fish more effectively. So you'll see these little ones here which are fish, and it just makes it out a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm going to give it a bit of a play around with and see how she goes. Hopefully it helps me catch more fish or identify where they are. But yep, this is just a quick vid, guys, just to show you the setup. It's really easy, really easy. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a comment in the comment section. And as always, guys, if you don't mind liking and subscribing to the channel, it really helps me grow this channel and reach more people. Anyway, we'll see you on the next vid.